Okay, good morning, guys. How are you doing today? Good morning, online. Good morning. Hope everyone are doing good. Okay. So what did we discuss in our last class? S3. So we are done with the theory. So we need to start practicals on S3. Yep. Let me share my screen. Can you please confirm? Can you see my screen and can you hear me well online? Okay. Okay. So let's start with S3. So if you remember, mainly how many types of buckets are there? Mainly two types we can create. One is public bucket, another one is private bucket. So by default, buckets are public or private? Private. So should we go and create a private bucket first? And then we'll create a public buckets. And then what are the features that we have learned? We'll just try to implement all those things. Okay. And let's move to S3. And before clicking on S3, you have done Beanstack practicals, no? So I told you that Beanstack, if you do the Beanstack practicals, um, a bucket might have created already for you. Have you seen that? Have you tried to delete the bucket? Deleted, ah? Uh-huh. You guys deleted the bucket? So what do you need to do first? So, uh, so I'll show you, see here. So go to S3. There's something new. So you no need to surprise if so we have okay, someone is saying EC2, there is new option came, no? I didn't see that also. Let me go and check. So the new features will come. Where? Trusted stores. Trust stores. Offload client authentication. Trust stores offload client authentication to the okay application load balance. Ensure only trusted clients communicate to you with a bracket. Hmm. So for now, what it says clearly, trust stores offload client authentication to the application load balancer and ensure only trusted client communicate with your backend applications. So it is related to your authentications. So, so create authority bundle. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So as this is a very new one, so you don't get any in certification questions, you will not get anything there. Similarly, in S3 also, this is the first time I'm seeing this option, directory buckets. So previously it was not there. So let me delete these buckets first of all. Delete. Okay. So you might have this bucket already created, no? Chidi? Yes or no? This bucket. So can you delete the bucket directly like this? You don't. You cannot delete the bucket. So what you need to do for this is go inside it and in permissions, you need to delete the policy, bucket policy. First, you need to delete the bucket policy. After that only you can delete the bucket. Okay. Keep that in mind when you're deleting it. This is how you need to delete. I'll show you how to delete the rest of the bucket. First, what you need to know, empty. Empty the bucket. What is the meaning of empty? Huh? Whatever the data is there, inside it. Yeah, you need to delete that. So next, delete the bucket. This is how you need to delete the bucket. Okay, so this is how the S3 look likes. Okay, so we don't have any buckets now, right? So what we need to do is we need to go and create the buckets. So S3 is global or regional? Global. Do you see this? S3 is global. What we need to do here is to go and create the bucket. So let's go and create a bucket. So click on create bucket. Okay. So they have ulta pulta. What is that? So here previously the first thing was the bucket name. Now they have moved to. So basically, whenever you see something new, maybe 1 month back we might have seen some other options. Now you might see something new options. So don't get scared or don't get afraid or don't get offended. So just go with the flow. Okay, so anytime the console will change, anytime new feature might be added. If it is required for you, go with it. Otherwise, ignore it. Simple as that. Okay. So now I told you S3 is global, buckets are regional. So can we create the buckets in the region? So in which region I'm creating here? Mumbai bucket. So can I create the bucket in other regions also? Yes. So bucket name. Is it possible to create a bucket called test? Hmm? Yes or no? No, 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 no. No, no. So click on create bucket. And if you go on top, it says bucket name already exists. But do we have the bucket name called tester? No, I told you bucket names are universal. So some guy might have created a test bucket. So you will not create. So give me some other name. Hmm? 9 a.m. badge. 9 a.m. See, it's there already. Huh? Okay. So now my bucket, gone. Your bucket, gone. Our bucket, huh? That is also gone. Huh? Your bucket, our bucket, together bucket. So everything is gone. XYZ is gone. Latest, latest bucket gone. So mostly, so Ria sir bucket. When did you see my bucket? Right. Okay. So you have eyes on my bucket, no? Okay. So no, no. So how you are see generally latest bucket, my bucket, ABC bucket, all these nasty names because people are crazy like you only, no? So some people might have created already with these names. So if they delete, then only you can create it. Otherwise, no. So what you need to do is you need to think about a very unique name and then create it. In your real time, how do you have your unique name with the project name? Project name and the bucket name should be the unique. So here, how do we create? So you'll go like this. 9 a.m. What bucket I'm creating? Public bucket or private bucket? Okay, so private BKT demo. Uh, see? So like this, you need to give the unique name. So now I gave the bucket name. Copy settings from existing bucket. Do we have any existing bucket to copy the already existing settings? No. So when this will be useful is basically if you have created a bucket already with so many configurations and you want to have the same type of settings, you can copy the settings. Otherwise, ignore this. And coming to the object ownership. So here you have ACLs disabled, ACLs enabled. Simple as that. Now, when you go to ACLs disabled, it is private bucket. For private bucket, it should be all the time ACLs disable and it is recommended. Because by default, the buckets are public. And do you recommend to create public buckets or private buckets? Private only. If there is a necessity and requirement, then only go and create a public bucket. Otherwise, by default, you need to go with the private buckets only. When you are going to the private bucket, ACL should be disabled. So what is the meaning of ACLs is basically you can give permissions to anyone, everyone, other account. So when it is private bucket, would you give the permissions to everyone? So that meaning ACLs disable. So for public bucket, ACLs enabled. For private bucket, ACLs disable. Okay, na? So if you go with the ACLs disable, you cannot give permissions to other accounts and everyone. But if you go for ACLs, can you give the permissions to other accounts and everyone? Yes, you can give. So as is a private bucket, should I go with the ACLs disabled or enabled? Disable. Good. And bucket ownership. Who is the owner of the bucket? Bucket owner only, no? Yes. Now, do you see this here? Block public access. As this is a private bucket, I need to block all public access, no? So check ka, uncheck ka. Check. So if I check it, that meaning it's already checked. That meaning all the public access is blocked because my bucket is private. So I'm blocking my all the public access here. And do you remember we discussed versioning? By default, versioning is enable or disable? Disable. See, versioning is disable. But I'll talk about the versioning after some time. Okay. Tags are optional. You can give the tags. And tell me this. We learned about the encryption. No, encryption can be done in mainly how many ways? Two ways. What are those? In-transit encryption and data at rest. In-transit meaning how to do using HTTPS. Data at rest, KMS. So in S3 also we have mainly three types of encryptions. What are those? Server side, client side, in-transit. In server side, how many are there again? Three. What are those? SSC, S3, SSC, KMS, SSC, C. So now, which one is the default one? S3, no? SSC, S3. So by default, encryption is enabled for your bucket or not? Encryption is enabled or not? Yes, encryption is enabled. So if you come down, do you see default encryption? It is enabled. Which one, Anna? SSC, S3. That is a default key. So encryption is bucket encryption is enabled. So keep it like this. Let's go and create the encryption buckets only. But remember, do you see any difference? No. Encryption and decryptions are completely managed by AWS. You don't see any difference. But if something nasty fellow come and doing some kind of nasty things, he will see the difference because he don't have the keys. Okay. Did we learn about object lock? Can we lock the object for certain period of time and then or permanently also? And do you see this? If you click on advanced settings, you have something called object lock. By default, it is obviously it should be disabled. No, how come you can enable it? Sir, encryption bucket can be shared to other region. Encryption bucket can be shared to another region. In our theory, did we learn about bucket sharing? No, no, no. You cannot share the replication can be done. Bucket itself, you cannot share it. No. So, do you all understand how to create a bucket? Now you tell me. I copy this. I cancel it. You tell me how to create a bucket and I'll create it. Tell me how to create. Create bucket. Region. Mumbai. Bucket name. Okay. Disable or enable? Disabled. Check uncheck. Check. Disable. Encryption. Leave it default. That's it. Click on create bucket. So now do you all understood how to create a bucket? Okay, now. So you create a bucket here. Can you tell me how to create a public bucket now? Tell me. Create bucket. Mumbai. Can you create in any other region also? No problem. You can create it. So here, I call it as here, public bucket. ACLs. Enable. Object ownership. Bucket owner, object writer. Object ownership. Someone, okay, whose bucket is this? Your bucket only, no? Whose object is there? Your object only, no? Someone is putting the object in your bucket. Who is the owner of that object? You only, no? So bucket owner or a writer? Then, so it should be bucket owner preferred. Okay. Checka, unchecka. Uncheck because it is public bucket. Uncheck it and say that I acknowledge because you are making it public. Version we'll talk later. Simple. Create bucket. Upper character is not good. So create bucket. Got created. And now you understood how to create a public bucket and private buckets. So now let's go inside and see what is there. Okay. So now, okay. So we have 9 a.m. private bucket, 9 a.m. public bucket. So in which region we have created? Mumbai region. So, and here axis. So for private bucket, bucket and objects, not public. Bucket and objects not public, meaning your bucket is public or private? Private. So see, here I have given as public and private. Generally in your real time, someone will give public and private like this? No. They'll create a bucket just like that. But how do you know that bucket is public or private? By seeing the axis type, you should be able to find it. So if it says bucket and objects not public strictly, then it is a private bucket. And if you come to this, the bottom one, public bucket, it says objects can be public. By default, objects are private. So we have created a public bucket. Even though it is public bucket, your objects are private. So can you make it public? Yes. For that reason, it says objects can be public. Objects can be public. You got it? And then this is a creation date. And also, you can find the buckets. You can search it. If you have hundreds of buckets, you can search the bucket here. And this is what refresh. What is ARN? American Resource. Wow, name a number. Not number. Very good. So it's a name, that example. Very good. So it is name. So it is name. So basically, for everything, we have the ARN, no? Amazon resource for IAM group also we have ARN, name also, IAM user also we have ARN, load balancer also we have the ARN. For everything we have the ARN. Similarly, for bucket also we have the ARN. So where do we use these ARNs? In IAM policies, yes or no? In policies, we have used IRNs, no? If you want to, let's say for example, Madhu. So I have a user, IAM user called Madhu. And Madhu want to access only the first bucket, private bucket. So I need to write a policy for him, no? IAM policy. In that policy, when I'm writing, I need to say this bucket name. So is it good to give the bucket name or is it good to give the ARN of this bucket? ARN. So to identify this bucket, we need to use the ARNs. These ARNs will be used in your IAM policies. So if you want to copy the ARN, if you click on copy ARN, so that is a ARN. So this will be used where, Nana? In policies. So bucket ARN will be used in the policies. Empty meaning deleting all your objects. Let's say you have in your hostel, you have your bucket, no? What does the bucket contain? War. What's that? R should be rolling. So war. So you have the water. So or else you can see aram se move her bol do water. Water. It's very okay. Fulfill. So Nana, if you want to take out your bucket first, what will you do? You need to take out the water, no? For that reason, here also you need to take out the objects first and then delete the bucket. So empty meaning here, you're deleting the objects. Delete meaning deleting the bucket. So can you delete the bucket without deleting the objects? No. For that reason, you need to first empty the bucket and then delete it and then create bucket. Okay, now very important. Let's go inside it. I'm this one directory buckets. What is this? Directory buckets are optimized for use that requires. Okay. To see this. This one, trust me, few days back also this option is not there. So newly it came and it says here What is directory buckets? This is general purpose buckets. What is it, Nana? General purpose buckets. And this is what? Directory bucket. So generally, if you want to have a normal S3 buckets, you go and create it. But if you need to have a bullet train speed bucket, that meaning if you need to have a very millisecond latency bucket, that meaning fast access, then go for directory buckets. See here, directory buckets are optimized for use cases that require consistent single digit millisecond latency. Single digit milliseconds, in milliseconds also single digit. Not only 1 second, not only 500 millisecond, single digit, 1 millisecond, 2 millisecond. That means not like this also. If you put the intention also, this will done. अगर दिमाग में सोच आए तो बस आ जाएगा इसमें, right? So that is called here millisecond, single digit millisecond latency. So if you want that kind of buckets, then you need to go for the directory bucket. So let's see, general purpose directory, base name, same, only little bit difference. Okay, that's fine. So let's come back to the general purpose bucket. So Nana, is this clear till here, everyone? So now let's go inside the bucket. Let's go inside the bucket and click on the bucket. Once you click on the bucket, you have, for all the buckets, you have the same option. What are the options here? Say that objects, properties, permissions, metrics, management. So if I go to the public bucket also, same options. Okay. Now let's go for first one, 9 a.m. private bucket. So in which bucket we are now in? Private bucket. So let's go for the first section here, objects. So this is the place where you upload your objects. What is the bucket, Nana? Container of objects, no? So this is a place where you upload all your files. So is it good to call it as files or objects? Objects. So here you have option here, upload, or you can drag and drop also here. If you have, let's say, for example, here, somewhere in desktop, I have these images are there, no? So if I want to select all the images, can I drag and drop here? Yes, I can drag. I can drag and drop like this. Or else I'm canceling it. Or else you click on upload, anything is fine. Click on upload. Add, if you want to add the entire folder, add it. Otherwise, if you want to add files, add it. Add files. And here, desktop, let's say I'm adding 2 files, image1 and image2. Both are same or not? Drag and drop, upload, both are same. But if you want to just drag and drop is easy, no? Select all this and lagudu gunjudu. Right? Yes or no? So just select all these things and then drag and drop it. Okay, so here, now destination, which bucket? Private bucket. So destination details, if you expand it, did we enable the versioning? No, that's why it is not. Encryption is there. Object lock is disabled. Now, anytime you can go and enable the versioning. Versioning concept, I'll talk in few minutes. So now, and permissions. Is it possible for me to grant public access and access to other AWS account? No, because ACLs are disabled or enabled. ACLs disabled or enabled? ACLs? Very good. Disabled. So once ACLs are disabled, can you give permissions to others? You cannot give. But if you enable the ACLs, can you give the permissions to others? Yes. As this is a private bucket, ACLs are disabled. No, for that reason, you cannot give permissions to others. Okay. And then properties. You see one more guy? Okay. So these are the storage classes. So what are the storage classes that we have learned? Tell me. Here. Either dekho, either. Standard frequently access, infrequently access, red is redundancy, one zone IA, intelligent tire, glacier. This was there few days back. And now just now, oh, this is not S3 express one zone. Generally, express meaning what? fast. So if you want to get a single digit millisecond response time, maybe this storage class is for which one? Very good. No, just logic, no? Now it is grayed out, disabled, because this is general purpose bucket. So for your directory buckets, this will be enabled. So S3 Express one zone. So, okay, apart from this, we have standard frequently access, intelligent tire, standard IA, one zone IA, glacier, deep glacier, right? Reduce redundancy storage, everything you have it. Okay, now. So did we spend a lot of time on this already? So everything we have learned. What is the minimum? What is the minimum days duration? 30 days. For glacier, for deep glacier, what is the minimum size, object size? 128 KB. Right? Retrieval charges apply or not for infrequently? For infrequently, retrieval charges apply. So everything we have learned. So here, you no need to worry about anything, Nana, because which one is the default storage class? Standard frequently, no? So by default, it is select the standard frequently access only. But in your real time, you are uploading some objects and you are sure that you are not accessing the objects very frequently. Only once in a month, twice in a month only, these objects will be accessed. In that case, which one would you select? Infrequently. When you're uploading, you need to select which one? Standard IA, you need to select like this. So if you want to keep the cost optimization in your mind, then you need to select like this. Otherwise, in your real time, most of the 95% of everyone, what they do is they don't really worry about these properties. They'll just drag and drop and then click on upload. For that reason, they spend a lot of money on S3. But as you are AWS architects and engineers, everything whatever you are selecting you should have a logic for it. Okay, Nana? So here in properties, which one I need to select? Standard only, fine. Let me take that question. Sir, is it showing 23 availability zone? For Mumbai region, it should be 3. Where 23 availability zone? Properties. Where 23? Huh? Ma? Huh? This one, huh? Oh, ఇదేందా ఇదే బాలేదయా so okay, that's fine, Rupali. So it is not 23. I was wondering, Amma, where did I missed? Already, directory bucket was there. I didn't teach you that directory buckets, right? Okay, so that's fine. It happens. So maybe she might also having my like me 4 eyes. So greater than 3 meaning here. I told you, Nana, all your data is available in the backend in 3 availability zones. I said, right? Redundancy. But for reduced redundancy, let's say, for example, for RRS, or do you see this here? If you go for one zone IA, all your data is in how many availability zones? Like this. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So this is not, this is basically, you no need to worry about it because the data is stored in the backend in 3 availability zones. So your data is really safe. Okay. So now is it clear? So basically, do you need to worry about all these things? No. So what you need to do is just upload, add. So you may select whichever you want, open, and then click on upload. So in real time, make sure that which storage class you need to select, make sure you need to select that only. By default, it is standard. Sir, how files are uploaded from application? Meaning, how files are uploaded from application? Ashwini. So that meaning if I interpret your question, you have an application and from that you want to upload in S3 in the backend. Yes, sir. You need to write a code for that. Simple as that, no? Right? If you are simple, yes. Simple. So let's say, for example, you have Baba applications. So what you need to do is you need to prepare the front end. That is not for our use case. So I'm answering Ashwini only. We don't need to worry about this. So developers, what they do is they will develop the application and give the browse option. In the backend, you need to write a S3 code to put it in S3. So you have the Java SDKs will be there. What is that SDK meaning? Software development kits will be there. For Java, it will be there. For .NET will be there. For Python will be there. You download the SDKs and you start writing the code. And then when you click on submit, automatically upload in the backend. So you need to write the code for that, Nana. Okay, so now here click on close. You see here, click on close. So did I upload it files here, objects here, Nana? Everyone understood how to upload? How to upload objects in the bucket? Yeah. Okay, now I have uploaded here. This is refresh button. Select any of it. And these options here are there. No, these options, if you click on the image, if you go here, these options both are same. Okay, I'm coming back. Select this. Copy S3 URI. What is that? Not URL. It is URI. So this URI will be used in your CLI. URI will be used in the CLI. You can write it if required, right? So S3 URI will be used in the CLI. So it will start like this. See, if I open this, do you see this URI? How does it look like? It start with what? S3 colon slash slash. So this will be, when I teach, I'll teach you CLI also. When I teach you CLI, there we'll be using this URI concept. Okay. So if I want to identify any bucket, or if I want to create a bucket or use the bucket in CLI, how do I use? Using URI. So I need to mention as S3 colon slash slash and the bucket name in the CLI. So that is CLI. And ARN is this. And this is what? Object URL. So every object will have an URL, no? Endpoint object URL, this one. So if I want to access this image one, I can access. Can I access this? Open. Can you tell me that will work or not? I open the URL. That image, can I see the image or not? So if the image is private, can I see the image? Yes, sir, no. Huh? అవునని అంటావా? Huh? Yes or no? Online is saying no, but offline is saying no. Huh? Okay. No. So here, this is the URL it is accessing in the internet. Yes or no? As this is a private bucket, object are also private. So can I access the private object in the internet? No, this says access denied. So because it is a private object. So Venkat is saying, you are the owner. So yes, Nana, I am the owner. That's fine. So if I click on it here, do you see this here? This is copy. If I see open here, do you see here open? If I click this, this will work because I'm the owner. I want to see. What is that? Flower. Okay. So do you see this here? So we have click on open. So do you understand? If I am the owner, this open, I can see it. But generally, if I click on it, if I open object URL, will this work? No, because that is on the internet. It will not work. Okay. Nice. So you understood, Venkat? And yeah, correct. Nice. So copy URL is the same thing, object URL. Can you download it? Yes. If you want to download, click on download, image will be downloaded. Open it, delete it. Can you create the folder here? What is the folder called here? What is the folder called? Prefix. Can I create a folder called test? Yes. In actions, what are the options we have? Let's see. Download. Yes. What is this? Pre-signed URL. Do you remember pre-signed URL? What is pre-signed URL? Temporary purpose, no? So let's say, for example, I want to give this rose flower to someone. Someone, don't ask whom. Right? Someone, right? Madhu, I want to give it. Are offline Madhu meaning boy here? Huh? So Madhu meaning is her Madhu. Huh? Okay, so here pre-signed URL. Now I want to give this temporary access to someone. So what I do is here, this is the image. Nanak, this image URL, can I give this URL to Madhu? Will it work? No, because that object URL it will not work. But if I want to give access to, I mean, if I want Madhu to access my object, what I need to do? I need to create a pre-signed URL. So how to generate a pre-signed URL? See, select it here, go to actions and share with a pre-signed URL. So for how many minutes and how many hours? I told you, validity will be there. So here I'll give for 5 minutes, for example. You can give some hours also. And then click on create pre-signed URL. Created. Do you see this? Copy URL. And this URL, give it to Madhu. Whoever you want to give it to them. So now I'm opening this URL. See, that much big nasty URL. Open. Do you see this? It's working in the internet now. And this will be valid only for, so I'll keep it like this only. After 5 minutes, I'll refresh this page. It will get expire. It should not work. Okay. So that is pre-signed URL. Understood pre-signed URL? So guys, I'm showing you with the small images, but in real time, it can be a file also. It can be any kind of file also. Yes, if you want to give a temporary access to others, use a pre-signed URL. You can calculate total size of the object. You can copy it, move. Can you rename the object? Image one to some other name. Edit storage class. Storage class. So by default, it is standard. No, if you want to change it to infrequently, you can edit and then change it. Server-side encryption, metadata, tags, and mainly here. Do you see this here? Make public using ACLs is grayed out. Why? It's a private bucket, no? So in the private bucket, ACLs are disabled. That's why it is grayed out here. For this will be enabled for which buckets? Public buckets. I'll show you that. Is it clear? And here we have something called query with S3 select. I told you, if you have any logs, if you want to click on query. So do you see here? You can write some SQL queries and then run the SQL query from the logs. Instantly you can do it. But for us, it's not required. Nana, do you all understood the options of the objects? Everything here? Online, is this clear till here? Okay. So now I did on the private bucket. Should we go and upload in the public bucket now? So I go to the public bucket and you tell me how to upload. Well, okay, upload, add files, select image 3 and image 4, select which are files and then upload. Do I need to worry about all these things? But here, this is a public bucket, no? If you click on permissions, do you see ACLs are enabled now? I can give permissions to other one, grant public access for everyone. I can give, no? Yes, you can give all kind of things. And click on upload. Okay, close. Now, I want to open this file. I want to see the image 3. Tell me how do I open? Not from the URL, from internet. Copy URL. Or else, this is object. Can I open this also? Will this work? Huh? Yes or no? Huh? Mixed feelings again. Yes sir, no. Either no. Either. Okay, first no. Back. Huh? Arey, ఎందుకురా tension? Okay, so if I open here, so Nana, this bucket is public. Objects are. So if I open this block, it will not work because this is a private. So what I need to do for this? I need to make it public. I told you, no, by default, objects are private. If required, can we make it public? Yes. How do we do it? See here. Select this. In actions, do you see here? Make public using ACLs. This is great. This is now enabled. So click on it, make public using ACLs and make public. Okay. Now let's open this. This will work now. This will work. Nice roses. Nice. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. Now can you tell him image poll will work? Hmm? This will work? Obviously, this will not work because for individual objects, we need to give the permissions to make it public. So that is the only difference between public buckets and then private buckets. Understood the differences? Everyone? Clear? Any questions, Nana, till here? Hmm. कौन सा भाई? कौन सा? ये वाला? हाँ, हाँ. I didn't understand the question. How? हाँ. Option है. So here permissions. यहाँ पे. Yeah. While you're uploading, I understood. Yes, what you're saying is this. Yes, you can give it, Azam. You can give it. ये वाला. This is private, no? I'll do it in public for you. इंडस्ट्रियल cousin. यहाँ से भी दे सकते. हाँ. Yes, you can also do it there. Here also you can do it. दे सकते. You can. Okay. So that is public buckets and then private buckets. Versioning is not enabled, no, Prashant? We'll do it now. So can we edit from public to private on the bucket level after creating the bucket? Yes, Venkat. So Venkat is asking here, sir, now my bucket is private. Can I make it, can I make it public? Do you see? If you click on it, if you go to properties, here you can, sorry, not in properties, in permissions. In permissions, you can block public access. This is private bucket, no? So public access, check ka, uncheck ka. For private bucket, check, no? So if you click on edit and what you need to do? Uncheck. If you uncheck it, it will become public. This is how you need to do it. Prithviraj, yes, you can give it for single shot. You can give for, so in single shot, see here, image 3 have given make it public, no? You can select all and then make public. Okay, no need to go for individual objects. But if you have a requirement to give only for individual objects, you can give. If you want only these objects to be public and these objects should not be public, you can give like this. Okay. Nice. So now we have worked on public buckets and private buckets. Let's talk about versioning now. Okay, see here. Versioning can be done for your public buckets also, private buckets also. It doesn't matter, correct? Versioning is all about backups. It can be a public bucket also. It can be a private bucket also. So if you go here, see, if you go here, now what is this? Find objects by prefix. That meaning, can you search your objects using subfolder? After this search box, do you have anything here? Do you see this in this place where my cursor is moving? Is there anything else here? No. For private bucket also, do you have anything here? No. So now let's see, we'll go and create a bucket. This time we'll enable the versioning. So, oh, so I call 9 a.m. Private version BKT demo. No way that this bucket is taken now. That much big name. So, Nana, for versioning, doesn't matter. It is public also, private also. So by default, which one is better to create? Private. So I'm going and creating a private. So how to create a private? There is a question, sir, can you upload TIFF file also? Not only TIFF file, PIF file, CUF file, TUF file, whatever files you want to enable, you can upload. Veera, okay. So because we remember in S3 you can upload any kind of files. Okay, so ACLs enable or disable? Disable. Check on check. Check. And bucket versioning, enable. And also we learn bucket versioning is enabled on the bucket level, not on the object level. So we are enabling on the bucket level now. So enable it and then just click on create bucket. Okay. So now let's go inside that version bucket. After this, do you see this here? Show versions came up. So whenever you see the show versions, that meaning your versioning is enabled. Versioning is enabled. So now let's go and upload the files. So I'm uploading image 1. Upload. Image 1, upload. So latest version will be there now. Yes or no? So if I toggle this, and you see this latest version is there with version ID? Yes. So I come back to the normal mode. Now see how many times I'm uploading it. How many times here? One time. This now. This is the second time. Again, I'm uploading the same. So totally how many times have I uploaded? 3 times. With 3 times plus latest version. Yes or no? So now if I show the versions, then how many files will be there for that? 4 in total. First one is the latest, and for that latest, how many versions will be there? 3 versions will be there. So if I click on show versions, do you see this here? This is the latest version. Inside this, how many are there? 3. So how many times you upload, whether you modify or not the file, how many times you upload it, those many versions will be created. Okay. And Nana, is it possible to edit data of any file from S3? There is no option. Can you open the notepad in S3? So whatever you do is you do it in your local and then upload, only upload. In your Google Drive also, can you modify PPT directly? No, here also you cannot modify anything files directly. So what you need to do is you need to download it, modify and then upload it back. So how many times you have uploaded, those many versions will be created. Got it? Okay, now these are all, I told you, version IDs are unique. Remember? Version IDs are unique. Now, if you know, sir, which one is the latest one? Do you see the time stamp here? So within the milliseconds, 48, 39, 30, 02. So this is the old one, next, and this is the latest. Okay, now, there is a question. Let me take. Sir, if the same file is renamed in our system and then uploaded, then it will be a new version or it will be a new object. You tell me. New object or new version? New? New object. Because then he has renamed the name, no? When he renamed the name, it is a new object. Doesn't matter the data is same or not. It's a new file. Okay. Okay. See now, I went and Pusuk someone deleted it. Click on delete. It's a delete. So now whenever you came in the morning, early morning, and you see files are deleted. My object is deleted. My objects are deleted. What will you do? Can you restore it? So you can strongly say that you can restore it because you have enabled the versioning. If there is no versioning, gone. So how do we, so now if the object is deleted, what marker is applied? Delete marker is up. Did we learn all these things? So now show versions and delete marker is applied for your latest versions or old version. Aha. Do you see? Click on it. And do you see this here? Delete marker is applied for the latest version. And what you need to do if you want to restore? Delete the delete marker. Which one? Select it and then click on delete. Did we also learn that? Is it possible to download the delete marker? No, download is grayed out. So only delete. Click on delete and you say permanently delete. Delete. And then if you close it and my object is back. How easy is this? Whatever we have learned with the logics in the theory, you can see it here. Now, from certification point of view also you are clear. Interview point of also you are clear. Practicals point of view also it is clear. Is you understood how we are going, right? You should appreciate me. Correct? Otherwise, directly I can come to S3 and show you, no? No, yes or no? So we don't need to spend 4 days on the theory. Directly I can come here. Hey, click on create bucket. Click on that and permissions. This I can show you directly like other people show. But what we need to do is here is you need to understand the logic, theory, troubleshooting. So main concept here is you will be attending the interviews. No, in interviews, no one will ask you how to create a bucket. In interviews, what they'll ask? They'll ask, what is bucket? What is bucket? And all the options they'll ask. They don't ask you to do the practicals in interview. For that reason, we concentrate more on the theory as well as practicals with logics, right? Very good. Okay, so now you understood the versions here. So now let's say, for example, if I upload a, oh, thank you. Oh, feedback, thank you. So now I am uploading image 2. Image 2. Upload. So now this also, how many times have I uploaded, those many versions will be created. Agree? Yes or no? So image 2 I have uploaded. Okay, do you see this? Now if I show versions, image 2, one version is there. Latest version and one time I have uploaded. Okay, clear? So let's say for example, someone selected all and then click on deleted. They have completely deleted all my objects in my bucket. Stupid fellow. Everything is deleted now. Can you restore it? Of course, yes. How? Show versions, select the delete markers and then delete it. Permanently delete and toggle this and our objects are back. Understood how to play with versioning? You can play yourself at home with this versioning concept. So I should not play more here because we need to move forward, no? Right? Okay. Now, is it possible to disable the versioning or suspend the versioning? So now let's say versioning is there. Again, some other guy came and let's say this is a production environment. This production bucket is there. Very important bucket. Image 1, image 2 are very important. And someone came here and suspended the versioning. Suspended the versioning meaning, do you expect any restorations? No. So how to suspend a versioning? See, or else take positively. Let's say now, till now versioning you need. From now onwards, versioning is not required. Remember, when you enable the versioning, okay, let's say you have a bucket and you have an object. Each object is 1 terabyte. How much? Each object is 1 terabyte. Like this, you have 10 objects. Will you enable versioning for this? Will you enable versioning for this? Huh? Yes or no? So assume you have enabled the versioning. Someone Pusuka uploaded 2 times. So how many versions will be created? 2 versions. So each version, how much size? 1 terabyte. So total 2 terabyte. Your original object is 1 terabyte, versioning is 2 terabyte, and you need to pay for 3 terabyte bill. So please keep in mind, do not enable versioning for the larger objects, larger sizes object. Very danger because versionings are billable. Now also we are playing with only small images. For while you are doing the practice, so don't upload this much big objects. What 2 GB, 5 GB, 10 GB? No, you need to play with small images or small files. Empty files are also fine, right? So please write in your book, right? Versionings are billable. Versioning feature is billable. Write down. Versioning feature is billable. Don't enable versioning for larger objects. Don't enable versioning for the larger, in bracket, size objects. Okay. Okay. Should we go and suspend the versioning now? How? Go to properties. Which one, Nana? Property. If you go to properties here, bucket overview, which region, what is the ARN is fine. And do you see this bucket versioning? So we can go and edit it. Okay, now. So, but the thing is, now you tell me, assume that this bucket is production environment bucket. Is it good someone can go and directly suspend it? It is bad, no? Someone should not come directly and suspend because we need we need to have versioning. In so someone come and then disable the versioning. It's not good. For that reason, you have something called MFA delete. What is that, Nana? So you can set MFA delete. So when you set MFA, this guy will be, he will not touch. Okay, this is MFA is enabled. That meaning I should not disable this versioning. So it is like additional layer of security. So it is not good in real time to go and suspend the versioning. You can suspend it, but if it is very important, enable the extra layer of security. So here, do you see this here? An MFA delete, a additional layer of security that requires MFA for changing bucket version settings and permanently delete. And that too, this MFA delete option, you cannot do it from here. You can do it only from the CLI. Which one, Anna? CLI. So this is also a certification question. Please write down in your book. MFA delete. Say that as a heading and write. Write that. So heading should be like the versioning. Heading you put versioning suspension suspend. Okay, ma? Done? Okay. So here. So now bucket versioning is enabled. Should we go and suspend it now? So click on edit and then suspend. Is there any disable concept here? No, it is only suspend. So click on suspend and you say that I acknowledge and then save. So do you know how to suspend it? Okay. Now your bucket versioning is suspended. Now should I go and upload? Image 1, image 2 is there. Now should I go and upload? Image 3 I'll upload. 3 and 4 I'm uploading. Okay. Upload. So image 3 and 4 are uploaded. Now versioning state is suspended. So now do you see if I upload multiple times, I'll upload 3 and 4 multiple times. Do you see the versionings there? Yes or no? No. See, I'm uploading one time. Do you see the versionings? No, no. Do you see the versionings for this? If I click on show versionings for image 3 and image 4, if I upload multiple times also, you don't see any versioning because versioning is suspended. Okay. So now, as the versioning is suspended, Pusukku someone deleted image 3. Image 3 got deleted. Image 3 got deleted. Can you restore it? Answer is no. So, but delete marker is applied? Yes, for latest version, delete marker is applied. See, click on show versions, image 3. Delete marker is applied. And don't feel happy. Oh, delete marker is there. If I delete the delete marker, can I restore it? Answer is no. So let's see, delete objects. And if I show image 3 is not restored because this version is suspended. Because you purposefully suspended it. Don't expect any restoration. But now I have deleted image 1. I have deleted image 1. Can you tell me, can I restore image 1? Wow. So delete marker is there. If I click on delete, you said yes, correct? Image 1 is back. Very good. Because I told you existing version doesn't have any impact. Is it clear? I played so much already. I'll play one more task, one more time I'll play and then I'll stop versioning. Okay. And you can play multiple times like this at home. So what I do, can I enable the versioning now again? How to enable it? Properties, edit, enable, save. Okay, now coming to objects. When does the image 4 was uploaded? When the in suspended state. Okay. Now I'm deleting image 4. Tite, tell me, can I restore that or not? Hmm? Huh? Hmm? Yes or no? Okay. How about others? Okay. So show versions. What is that? Image 4, no? Delete. And show image 4 is back. Very good. So remember, when versioning is enabled, doesn't matter whichever state it is, you can restore it. Because versioning will take the priority. Okay, na? So I'll stop playing on this, on the versioning. Is it clear on the versioning part? Right? You can play all these things like this. So now coming to the properties. So versioning, we have enabled, no? We have enabled, disabled tags, Can you anytime go and disable the encryption also? Yes, you can enable it. I'll come to this point. So server access logging. Remember server access logs. What is that? If you want to know who is accessing your bucket, if you want to know the logs of the bucket, so can we enable it? Enable it. But is it good to keep the logs in the same bucket or different bucket? Different bucket. Can we create a separate bucket? Yes. Priyanka, I will tell. Right. So here I'll create a bucket. Create bucket, and I call it as 9 a.m. server logs demo. Disable, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. Create bucket. Okay, Nana? So how to enable the server access logs? How? Go to properties, down, 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 server access logging, edit, enable, and in which bucket you want to push the logs? Browse which bucket? Server logs demo. Choose it, and then that's it. Log object key format. So whichever the format that you like, you can select it and then save changes. That's it. So whoever is accessing this bucket, all the logs will be generated in that bucket now. Okay. So that is server access logs. And this one is CloudTrail data events. What is that? Cloud. If you want to enable object level login, where do you see object level logins? In which service? CloudTrail. So as we don't have time now, so I'll talk about this in next class. And now here, event notifications. Remember event notifications? Let's say, for example, we have a requirement like this. If someone uploaded, if someone uploaded any objects, right? If someone uploaded any objects, and if you want to get a notification, how do you get it? Using event notification. So not only object, not only related to upload, it can be upload, delete, it can be like CRR, SR, whatever someone is doing in the S3 bucket. And if you want to get a notification, how do we do it? Using event notification here. Clear? So how do we do it here? Click on create event notification. And I told you, what is subfolder called? Prefix. So any feature in S3, can be implemented for your entire bucket or for a particular prefix. Did we learn this? Okay, see here. Event name is here test event, for example. Prefix. So, no, see here, the thing here is, let's take a real-time scenario. If someone has uploaded any new object, you should receive a notification. Where? In the bucket or in particular prefix? It's up to you. So if you say here prefix, then in that particular subfolder, if someone uploaded, you will get the notification. So either you can go with here prefix, or if you just leave it like that, it will be entire bucket. Here also we have suffix. Suffix meaning, let's say you are interested that to get a notification if someone uploaded .jpg files or .ppt files or something. Someone said .tiff, .tiff files, whatever extensions that you are interested, select that here. And event types. This is the thing here. See, what type of events are you interested to get a notification? Which type? You want all object create events? Select it. Or you want removal, or you want restoration, any ACLs, someone is selecting RRS, replication, lifecycle. Which one you are interested, just select it. And then here destination is what? If you want to receive a notification, which one need to select here? Destination. Yes and yes, you need to select. And you have 9 a.m. batch topic and then save changes. So if you click on save changes, you will get an error. I want you to resolve that error. Click on save changes, DC. You get this error. Copy this error, paste in Google. You will get the first links, open it, solution will be there, implement here. And see the maja of it. Okay. So I'm clearly saying this is error, you get it. Okay. And fix that error and come back. Okay now. And this is one certification question here. This is one certification question. So in S3 event notification, your destination are, how many destinations are there? Three destinations. What are those? One is Lambda, SNS, SQS. So S3 event notification destinations are, write down. S3 event notification. Priyanka is asking, we have to create topic in SNS. Of course, you might have created already topic in when you're doing auto scaling, no? Yeah. S3 event notification destinations are Lambda function, SNS topic, and SQS queues. What is the full form of SQS? Simple queue service. Okay, you all understood? So this is okay. And do you see this? Remember this pre-signed URL. It has been more than 5 minutes. No, if I refresh, it will work. Gone. Access denied. Request has expired. Okay, so come down here. Notifications. Event bridge. Remember we did event bridge? In event bridge, we selected EC2, no? Because we want to know, we want to catch the events of EC2. Similarly, can you catch S3 events also? But you need to send these events, no? So here, by default, it is off. If you click on edit and then on and save it, what will happen? S3 events will go to the event bridge. From there, you can do all kind of magics. But you know to enable it. So just is for, okay, event bridge. Nana, let's not worry about this transfer acceleration. What is transfer acceleration? If you want to speed up the transfer. So this is billable, but how to do it? Just edit it, enable it. But do you see this incur the additional fees for this? If you enable it using this endpoint, you can upload it. So don't do it. Okay, don't do it. And for this, I'll just show you quickly. Let's say we are in Hyderabad, right? And now we are uploading it to North Virginia, example. So let's say, for example, it is taking a few minutes, 10 minutes. Using transfer acceleration, it has to be faster, no? How much faster? We don't know. We should know, no? Generally, we don't know, but we should know, right? How much faster it should be. So for this, there is a tool. There is a tool that is called here AWS S3 Transfer Acceleration Speed Comparison. Do not open this link. Okay. What is happening is, see, it is Virginia. Nana, it is uploading a sample file to S3 now from my place. This tool is uploading a sample file to which place? To Virginia. This is S3 direct upload. And the second one is transfer acceleration upload. Let's see, this is the normal upload. And now it is testing using transfer acceleration. Let's see how much faster it is. It shows how much faster. Let's wait. And it is uploading through what? CloudFront. So it is without CloudFront. It is with CloudFront. How much speed we are? How much faster? For 5 much faster, we need to use it. Not required, right? So you need to use this tool, and then if it is 50% faster or 80% faster, it's to use this transfer acceleration. If it is 5% faster, what is the use? So sometimes it will be good, very fast. Sometimes it will be like the best on the network. So this tool, I'm just giving it, keep it in your somewhere in your, but please do not click online people. If you click this link, your 1.5 GB per day will be over within few minutes. You cannot watch anything later. Okay. So do you see it will go and upload for each and every region, it will go and upload. See, 5% faster to San Francisco. Okay, so don't open this. So that is transfer acceleration. Object lock, you know. Do we remember requester pace? If someone want to, if requester wants to pay it, enable it. And here, not required. Okay, so let us take this very important thing here. Very nice one. Which one is this? So I told you, S3 supports static website hosting. Generally, if you have, what is static website? What is static website? No change. Basically, if the data, if the whatever the content is static, that meaning the static is not changed, but there is no basically database connections, no database connections, nothing. It's just only static content. So now, if you have any small static file also, small index.html also, you need to go to EC2, launch EC2, install a web server, deploy it, create a load balancer, launch multiple EC2 instances with the same static website, enable auto scaling, nasty URL will be there, and that nasty URL you need to do the makeup in Route 53, then people will access. This much big hangama you need to do in EC2. But do we need to do any hangama here in S3? It's very easy to set up static website hosting. Should I show you live? Huh? So what you need to do is, Nana, you need to have your website ready, first of all. Can we download a sample static website from internet? Let's see how I'm downloading it. Google static or a sample HTML templates download. And do you see this here? Go with the first link only. Do you see these are all the templates, HTML templates? Tell me which one you want me to download. Second last, huh? Auntie is there, huh? Which one you want to download? Okay, Baba, I'm going with this only. Okay, don't worry. So download. Okay. So you have downloaded here. Okay. Open. Right click. Extract. So where is that? Okay. You have the files here. You have your index.html. So this is sample website now we have. So we have the website ready. And now see how I'm deploying it, how I'm creating it. So for that, what we need to create a separate bucket or not? Yes, let's go and create a bucket. As you want to make it website, so your bucket should be public or private? Bucket should be public. Otherwise, how come your website will be available for everyone? So it should be public. So you tell me how to create a public bucket now. Create bucket, Mumbai, 9 a.m. Website demo bucket. Okay. Enable or disable? Enable. Check uncheck. Uncheck. Versioning, if you want, enable or not required. It's up to you. Click on create bucket. So I created a bucket now. So now, which bucket is there? Last one here. What I need to do here now? Upload, no? I selected all, dragged, dropped. And then upload. Wait. So it is getting uploaded. So what I did, I created a public bucket and I uploading it. So by default, all these objects are public or private? Private. What we need to do? We need to make it public. All the objects we need to make it public. How? By selecting all actions. Understood? Understood? Make public using ASL. So all has become now public. So what we did now? We created a public bucket, uploaded all the objects, and then we make it a public. Okay, now? Now what we need to do, go to properties and then enable the static website hosting. Do you see this here? Click on edit, enable. What is your landing page? Index.html. The bus. Click on save. Once you click on save, do you see this URL came? Open this URL. Boom. I know what you are seeing. I know what you are also saying. Huh? Uh-huh. Nice jewelry, no? Nice jewelry. For you, nice muku pudka. Whatever. Okay, whatever. So do you see here? So do you see the website? Right? See, boom, that's it. So click on here. So our website, home, right? Come down the latest products, right? So view all products. So here, so see, website is done. And this is a nice URL or nasty URL? Nasty URL. Where do you do the makeup? 53. Do I need to worry about the high availability for this? Do I need to worry about the performance of this? Do I need to worry about auto scaling on this? Do I need to worry about anything on this? Nothing. Everything is completely managed by AWS. So S3 supports only static website hosting. If you have any databases in the backend connections, that will not work. So S3 is for static website hosting. Is it clear now how to set up a static website hosting? Will you able to do all these things now? Understood? So I'll stop it here. But what I want you from is I'll talk about all these things. But I told you one exploring topic. What is that? That error is fine. Access point. Which one? I already teach you what is access point. Do you see this here last one? Hmm? Remember, access points can be public or private also. Write down in your book where in our previous topic access point is there. No, they're all there itself. You write one point. Access points can be public or private also. Sir, for static website, cost is equal to website file storage or there managed cost? Yes. So how it will be for your total size of the bucket and also the data transfer. Rupali. What did I say? Access points can be public or private also. Okay. Access points can be public or private also. Okay. I'm giving you this how to do it also. I'm telling you, please do it. The only thing is you need to explore. You need to spend time patiently. What you do is create a public bucket. Create a public. Inside this, create 3 folders. DevOps, developer, sales, whatever, any folder, right? And then create 3 different IAM users. And then each IAM user need to access each folder. How? You understand the? And create public access points. Which one? Public, not private. Because you're creating public bucket. If you're creating private bucket, private access point. If you're creating public bucket, public access points. Will you able to do this? Apart from this, I'll put all the task in the Google Classroom. Understand? Any questions? And how to delete the bucket? You know how to delete the bucket. Yes. Okay. Select the bucket. First, what you need to do? Empty it. So you say here permanently delete, empty. And then you see delete bucket configuration. Same thing, delete bucket or delete buckets, both are same. So if you click on this and it asks for delete bucket. So select like this and then delete it. Okay. Any questions meanwhile? So I'll keep on deleting it meanwhile. Any questions online? So create multiple buckets. Don't create only one bucket and do everything there because, and also please do not upload huge objects. Okay. Uh, uh, sir, what is the free tier limit in S3? Just put it in Google, no? You'll get it. So 5 GB maximum, I think, data transfer and then size. How 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 to files delete in S3 before copy the file? How to delete files in S3 before copy? I didn't understand the question, Lakshmana. Can you put it again? Maybe my bad. How to delete? So if you're asking how to copy the files before deleting, huh? How to copy the files before deleting? Yeah, simple. You need to download it. That's it. No, not possible. Harsha. So is it possible to delete all the buckets in one shot? No. So make sure all this happen and good. Okay. So any question, will you able to do this? So tomorrow is Sunday. So please take time. It doesn't take maximum half an hour or 1 hour, maximum to maximum 1 hour. Okay. In your free time, just complete the practicals and then we'll continue one more day practicals on S3. So we have CRR, right? LCMs, cores, all these things we'll see in our next class. Okay. Now, can you find the CC for today? Athena, we don't, Rupali. If I talk about Athena, I need to teach SQL first. We don't. SQL is different completely. So that is all for today, and I'll see you on Monday with the next S3 practicals. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Have a nice day, and see you on Monday. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.